HQN Books and Harper Audio present Love in Catalina Cove by Brenda Jackson. Performed by Butler. Part 1. Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. Oliver Goldsmith. Chapter 1. New York City. Vashti Alcindor should be celebrating. After all, the official letter she'd just read declared her divorce final, which meant her 3-year marriage to Scott Zimmons was over. Definitely done with. As far as she was concerned, the marriage had lasted 2 years too long. She wouldn't count that first year, since she'd been too in love to dwell on Scott's imperfections. Truth be told, there were many that she'd deliberately overlooked. She'd been so determined to have that happily ever after that she honestly believed she could put up with anything. But reality soon crept into the world of make-believe, and she discovered she truly couldn't. Her husband was a compulsive liar who could look you right in the eyes and lie with a straight face. She didn't want to count the number of times she'd caught him in the act. When she couldn't take the deceptions any longer, she had packed her things and left. When her Aunt Shelby died 5 months later, Scott felt entitled to half of the inheritance Vashti received in the will. It was then that Vashti had hired one of the best divorce attorneys in New York, and within 6 weeks his private investigator had uncovered Scott's scandalous activities, namely his past and present affair with his boss's wife. Vashti hadn't wasted any time making Scott aware that she was not only privy to this information, but had photographs and videos to prove it. Knowing she wouldn't hesitate to expose him as the lowlife that he was, Scott had agreed to an uncontested divorce and walked away with nothing. The letter she'd just read was documented proof that he would do just about anything to hold on to his cushy Wall Street job. Her cell phone ringing snagged her attention, the ringtone belonging to her childhood friend and present realtor, Bryce Witherspoon. Vashti clicked on her phone as she sat down at her kitchen table with her evening cup of tea. "Hey, girl, I hope you're calling with good news." Bryce chuckled. "I am. Someone from the Bonds Group from California was here today, and—" "California?" "Yes. They're a group of developers that's been trying to acquire land in the Cove for years. They made you an unbelievably fantastic offer for Shelby by the Sea." Vashti let out a loud shout of joy. She couldn't believe she'd been lucky enough to get rid of both her ex-husband and her aunt's property in the same day. "Don't get excited yet. We might have problems," Bryce said. Vashti frowned. "What kind of problems?" "The developers want to tear down your aunt's bed and breakfast and—" "Tear it down?" Vashti felt a soft kick in her stomach. Selling her aunt's bed and breakfast was one thing. Having it demolished was another. "Why would they want to tear it down?" "They aren't interested in the building, Vash. They want the 85 acres it sits on. Who wouldn't with the Gulf of Mexico in its backyard? I told you it would be a quick sale." Vashti had known someone would find Shelby by the Sea a lucrative investment, but she'd hoped somehow the inn would survive. With repairs, it could be good as new. What did they want to build there instead? "A luxury tennis resort." Vashti nodded. "How much are they offering?" she asked, taking a sip of her tea. $10 million. Vashti nearly choked. $10 million? That's nearly double what I was asking for. "Yes, but the developers are eyeing the land next to it as well. I think they're hoping that one day Reed LaCroix will cave and sell his property. When he does, the developers will pounce on the opportunity to get their hands on it and build that golf resort they've been trying to put there for years. Getting your land will put their foot in the door, so to speak." Vashti took another sip of her tea. "What other problems are there?" "This one is big. Mayor Proctor got wind of their offer and figured you might sell. He's calling a meeting." "A meeting?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?